What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm on Toxic Gaming. Today we are going to be going over the remote duel extravaganza that just concluded. Sorry that it took me a little bit to get to this video. I have been sick. You're going to hear it in my voice during this video, so I apologize before we even get into this. But we saw some very interesting decks in this extravaganza, some top players participating in this, so we are seeing pretty much what the meta is as of right now. We are going to be going over all 8 decks. Congratulations to the 8 of you who did top, and yeah, I'm happy to see that we actually have a defined meta at this point. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. For our first member of this, we are going to go with the Judge Man, playing Gaia Relinquish, which in my opinion is the most interesting deck out of the 8. Relinquish has this way of every format finding its way to sneak into a top 8. So it is a rogue contending deck, but if you did want to play like a fun rogue contender, this is the deck for you. We are playing the Knight of Legends skill, which allows you to normal summon Gaia without tributes, but you can't activate set cards while you have Gaia on the field, so that's kind of the downside. The upside, though, outside of being able to summon it without tributes, is that whenever Gaia attacks a defense position monster, you inflict piercing battle damage, draw 2 cards, and then discard a card. It's very nice in that sort of regard, but yeah, we're looking at the 3 Gaia, the Fierce Knight, and then the 1 Charging Gaia. I mean, this is all 4 of these are just great normal summons for the deck. It pretty much facilitates the beatdown strategy that they're going for here. Relinquish is really good this format since it trades with Azana, so playing this in the deck just seems correct, especially because you're on the Sphere Kribos with it. That way you can banish them from graveyard after you discard them and then get your draws off of Gaia. Then you play the 1 Faceless and the 1 Breaker as one of your 3-ofs. We are playing the triple pre-prep, that way you can get into your ritual spell and also, you know, recycle your relinquish from graveyard or ground from deck, whichever you really feel like choosing. The 2 other 3-ofs you're playing is going to be the Book of Moon, and then Summoner's Art is going to make the 22 card deck. And the side deck, we're looking at Lava Golem, we're looking at the Spirit card that you discard to steal level 3 and lower monsters, Golden Ladybug, of course. We're looking at Night Beam, Offerings, and then Waking the Dragon with your targets down below. Next, we're going to be going over the Cyber Angel deck. This is from Taha. Again, if I get any of your names wrong, I'm really sorry. I'm just bad at reading. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I can't really make too much of an excuse outside of that. But like, Machine Angel Ascension is like the skill to play now. We were playing Ritual Ceremony, but after its debuff, it's just kind of like, yeah, we're not playing that anymore. Emma is now taking a seat on the back burner. But Machine Angel Ascension just kind of like does everything you kind of needed to do. We're playing the 2 Azana in it. We're playing the 3 Idaten, 3 of the Ben 10 because Ben 10 is so strong. 2 Senju since Ben 10 can practically search it at this point. Sonic Bird is being played as 3 in this deck, along with 3 of the Cosmic Cyclone, 3 of your Ritual Spell, and 2 Night Beam. The Night Beam and the Cosmics kind of facilitate for the OTK this deck likes to do. Jinzo is also going to be in the side deck with another copy of Night Beam, 3 Shrink, and 1 Jar. We are playing the Waking the Dragon Bluffs in here as well. Next, surprise, surprise, is going to be another Cyber Angel deck. Again, playing the Machine Angel Ascension. If you guys don't know what this skill does, I will explain it real quick. You can discard a spell card from your hand and either add a ritual monster or ritual spell that's Cyber Angel oriented, or you can target a ritual spell or ritual monster in your graveyard and shuffle it into the deck. That's what it does. You can use both those skills once per duel. But yeah, we're again on this the package of the 2 Azana, 3 Idaten, 3 Ben 10, and then again 2 Senju, 3 Sonic Bird, and then again we're seeing the Cosmic Cyclones, and then we're seeing the Machine Angel Ritual Spell along with the Share the Pain. Share the Pain is a really neat card that we're going to be seeing more of with this deck because it helps in the mirror because both you and your opponent tribute your monsters. It doesn't get protected from the spell card, and it also just helps with problematic monsters if you ever run into them. So yeah, it's pretty nice. 2 of the Night Beam, 1 of an extra copy of Share the Pain, and then we're looking at 3 copies of the Lost Wind. Again, we are looking at the Waking the Dragon Bluffs in the extra. Next on our list is going to be TBW MRT. They are playing Twisted Volcanics, which is a very solid contender for the top decks right now. I'd recommend playing this deck if you like playing burn strategies, but if you do, seek help. But Twisted Personality, if you don't know, is a skill that gains counters every time you yourself takes damage. So you usually facilitate this by your Volcanic Shells or your Wildfires. And what you do is you remove 2 counters and you rip a card from your opponent's hand, or remove 3 counters and destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. So it's pretty nice. Volcanic Rocket is at 3 in this deck, that way you can get your Blaze Accelerator. 3 Shell, that way you can get it off your skill, and then 1 of the Firestorm Guard. 3 Hyper Hammerhead, which we have been seeing in more lists recently. This is the out for Cyber Angels, so that's why it's in the deck. We are also looking at 3 Ladybug, that way you can continuously gain your life points back, that way you can keep taking the life points, that way you can keep getting counters. 1 of the Blaze Accelerator, 1 of the Wildfire, 3 of the Floodgate Trap Hole, again this is for Cyber Angels, 2 Mind Crush, again for Cyber Angels, and it actually comes up in different decks as well, like if you're playing against, Volcanics itself, or if you're playing against 7s, it's also really nice there. Wall of Disruption is being played at 3 in this list with a Zoma and a Jar of Avarice, that way you can continuously stall your opponent and deck them out. 2 DD Crow is getting played in the side, along with 3 of the Offerings to Doom and an extra copy of Wildfire, Wish Your Waking to Dragon Bluffs. Next on our list is going to be the top 4. This is from Jaden and their Joey Beatdown deck. If you don't know what Joey Beat does, you give a monster you control 100 attack points once per turn until the end of the turn, and then once during your opponent's battle phase, if they activate a trap card, you can force that trap card to get put face down again and negate it. So yeah, we're playing Jirai Gumo at 3. It's just 2200 beater. You flip a coin and pay half your life points. 2 of the Cyber Dragons. If you don't know what Cyber Dragon does, not doing the bit. We're playing this at 2 as one of your 3 ofs, and then we're doing 2 Charging Knight Gaia at 1900. Hyozen Ryu. Hydrogeddon is being played at 3 in this list, along with 1 of the Donzalug. To finish off our 3 of copies, it's going to be the Book of Moon, 3 of the Offerings to the Doom, 3 Shrinks, 1 Dust Tornado, and 1 Zone of the Spirit. Looking at the side deck, we are on the Sphere Kribo, the No Mana Crossout, the double Dust Tornado, and the Cursed Seal of Forbidden Spell. Look at me learning names. Yes, this card is really cool. You negate a spell card by discarding a spell card, and then your opponent can't activate that spell card for the rest of the duel. And then we have our Waking to Dragon Bluffs, of course. And then for another top deck, we are looking at Maverick here. They play in a lot of cool tournaments. I've seen them play in Toxic Judgment, and I've seen them play, Showdown and stuff like that. They're well known in the community. But yeah, big shout out to them for their top 4. They're on I'm Just Going to Attack Again with 2 of the Gumo this time, 2 of the Sidras, 3 of the Gaia, and then 3 Banisher. So we're looking at this list being a little bit different because Banisher here. Banisher is really good against Cyber Angels because it protects against the, or not protects, but it stops the protection effects of the ritual spells by sending them to graveyard, and it also gets the ritual monsters out of the graveyard so the Azana can't pop. Yeah, that's how that works. And then, yeah, so it's pretty nice to see this. Book of Moon is going to finish off the copies again. 2 Offerings, 2 Shrink, 2 of the Wall of Disruption, 1 Dust Tornado, 1 Zoma, and 1 Skill Successor. Skill Successor is a really neat card, and they're also looking like 2 more in the side deck as well. We're actually playing Waking in this deck, which is kind of nice to actually see people are actually playing Waking with their targets, and then it's going to be the Mind Crush. So moving on to second place, which is Team JDG Terrormaster here. That's right, our little buddy here is actually getting second place in this tournament. Congratulations, pal. I am proud of you, Their list is solid. You see the package. We're on actually triple Senju here and triple Sonic Bird, triple Cosmic, and then triple of the Ritual Spell. We're playing the double Cyclone here, which is actually kind of neat. I dig it. The Night Beam, the Share, the Pain, and then 3 Lost Winds for when you run into special summon monsters. Of course, we're on the Waking to Dragon bluff as well. And lastly, lo and behold, is going to be Ursus. Yes, he's made it to first place again in another tournament. Congratulations, buddy. At this point, you're probably the best player in Speed Duels. We are looking at the same package we've been seeing, about 2 Senjus, like we have been seeing 3 of the Sonic Birds, 3 of the Cosmic Cyclone, 3 of the Ritual Spell, and 1 Share of the Pain. The side deck is where it gets interesting. We have the Mad Flame Kaiju, since I don't know how to say his name, the Night Beam, the Share of the Pain, and the Lost Winds, again with the Waking to Dragon Bluff. Congratulations, Ninjetti. Yeah, congratulations, buddy. Again, I'm very proud of everybody who's topped. Anybody who I don't know, hey, congratulations to you too. Extravaganza had 20 people in total, and it seems like Cyber Angels is our best deck of the format. So if you guys want to play the best deck, this is the deck to play. But hopefully we can get something cool to combat with this deck in the Shadow Riders box, which is coming up in May 30th, I believe it is. And that's going to be really nice because, you know, or is it March 30th? It's just going to be really nice. Let's go Red Eyes. All right, guys. That was good talking to you all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.